Three, two, one. An update from Gary and Carol. If you've been watching our journey, we went on this journey together and we wanted to ideally hire 1,000 young people and put them into employment. And we're just giving you an update of what's happening.
Yeah, so Kickstarter officially ended on the 17th of December for applications. And we were working like Billy O. We've got the last application came into us at 6 minutes to 12, and we managed to get it through. So it's been a blast. So far, we have 58 Kickstarters working with us, learning from us on a daily basis, coming to our 6 support calls a week, learning from our 90 plus modules of training on our portal, and at the same time working with an individual business on the Kickstarter program. So
and
it's been amazing.
We've created around 200 jobs. So if you're watching this and you've got somebody in your life who is on job seekers, or even if they're not, like it's still worth approaching us. If they like the idea of digital marketing, if they did that as a GCSE and they were like, oh, this is fun, don't know how to get into it, those are the people we want to speak to.
Definitely, because we've still got 150 plus vacancies to fill in the next couple of months. The scheme ends on the 31st of March. You have to have somebody in place and working for you by the 31st of March to qualify for the grant that the government have offered to businesses. So we've got 150 open vacancies. If you know anybody, as Gary said, a daughter, a son, a grandson, a granddaughter, a godchild, a niece, a nephew, friends who have children of that age who are on the dole or are entitled to claim universal credit, whether they are claiming it or not, if they're entitled to claim it, and they're under 25 basically, then they can potentially come along, be supported by us, work from home. So this is great for, anybody who has some sort of disability, autism, on that spectrum, or just suffers from anxiety or depression, or they don't have to, but it is particularly good for people like that because they can work from home in a remote position, working for a supportive employer, and also learning and being supported by us and being in a big community of other Kickstarters. It's a really great scheme.
And look, we've created so many jobs. We just need young people to fill them now. And there is a potential to help other people that applied for their Kickstarter to help them employ people, because we know there's a little bit of a blockage there. Plus, if you got rejected from your Kickstarter, because there is a lot of people that said, government said, no, you don't fit the criteria, come back to us because we can train an apprentice. We put them on the official apprenticeship scheme and we help them that way. So you watch this. We'll give you an update soon, but it all ends on the 31st of March. That really is the official end of us hiring Kickstarters. And I'd love to tell you that we've done at least 1,000. I dream to think of 2,000. You, Carol?
Well, I'm up for anything that we can do. Even if we'd only helped 20 young lives with this scheme, it would have been worth it. So far, we've helped 58. Like I say, we've got personally ourselves 150 plus vacancies to fill. And then we can help other gateways who are struggling to fill their vacancies or other individual direct applicants. So we will help as many people as we can.
Have you got a story? I know this was only a quick update, but I'm going to share with you my favourite story. In the job centre, I met a young man and he had a bit of a tremor. I said, what's wrong with you? He said, I suffer from anxiety. I said, well, what makes it stop? He said, cooking. I said, great. Do you want to do the social media for a Caribbean cafe? He said, yeah. And he goes there. So it's a nice hybrid of working at home and going there. And he's already adjusted their jerk chicken recipe. Look, go check that out. That's my favourite story. I love it when the young people thank me and they say, look, this has been brilliant and I've learned so much. Carol, have you got a favourite story before
I've got loads, but I suppose the favourite are our own couple of Kickstarters. So we've got Hannah was working remotely in Wales for an accountant who specialises in dentists. And because of her interest in the scheme and her helping other Kickstarters to come through the scheme, we've offered her a permanent job from December, starting in our joint company, Social Media Kickstarter Training. So she's our first official employee in that business, and she's loving it and she's brilliant. And then, you know, my own Chloe, who works up here with me in my Done For You business, she was so nervous that when I met her at the job centre and then I called her afterwards to offer her the job, she didn't ring me back for 3 days. And now you would not believe it's the same girl. She is so confident, and we are looking to keep her as well at the end of this scheme, so she'll have a permanent job. So, but there's so many of these. It's really heartwarming.
We're really reaching out for you. If you've watched this video to the end, thank you. I hope we've entertained you and kept you up to date with our journey. But you can make an impact on this whole thing by reaching out to somebody you know that's unemployed, young, talented, and wants to fulfill their potential. So that's what we need from you. Thanks, Carol.
Yeah, and have a really happy New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, whatever it is that you're doing.
We'll see you in the new year, everyone.
See you soon.
Bye.